Hello? Now, I haven't restarted the computer, which I think would be wise. But... so that was a little scary. I think there was a little bit of a combo breaker there between... No! Oh, yes! I haven't played through one still? That's sick. There was a combo breaker between OBS and Borderlands. What? No, I don't want to be here. You've ruined my life. I've been playing through 2, man. There was a bit of a correlation between OBS crashing at the same time as Borderlands crashed. But I think we're good now. Now, when that happens, should you restart your computer? Yes. My whole computer froze up. I believe the stream got cut off as well. So all I did was close both programs and open them straight back up again, because we're on the clock here. And we're not wanting to fuck anything up.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
Now more farming of Motorhead. Alright, you know what? Maybe that's, you know, all things come in disguises. You know, perhaps your father, it was the milk you drank along the way. So we'll use that as a breath of fresh air. We're using this opportunity. We're grasping our hands together. We're having a little bit of an American Psycho moment, where we're all around a table. We're all sharing cards, but instead, you know, his inner monologue was a little toxic, and perhaps, you know, validly so. The people at the table also seemed a little bit toxic. Have I ever watched the movie? No, but I've seen the clip. It's kind of all the knowledge you need these days. Having, you know, who has time to watch a movie, right? Do I? Yeah, I'm still this guy. You know, we're sharing our ideas, we're sharing our cards. We're looking at we're complimenting each other. We're making sure that we're all, you know, worthwhile. And we're killing Motorhead. It's as simple as that. Oh! Oh! Defender. 2 legendary. Hold on. No chopper, but 2 legendaries. I don't mind if I do. First of all, let's see if it deleted my Maliwan Crux. It did not. So let's mark that off the old list. Oh, the fucking audio's muting again. Hold on. Let's have I know you guys need something always on. There we go. So let's go down to Defender, which I believe I have had, yes. But the Protector, however, we have not had. And the Crux, small number 2. Let's go. This marks 110 weapons. It's a nice little round number to... Ammo is no longer an issue? I don't know. If I have... It's no infinity. Let's go. Is this better than... No, of course not. I don't know why I even give it... Okay, so no alt-tabbing while saving computer. Please don't turn off your computer, okay? We respect the loading times. Gonna get ready for work. Enjoy the rest of the stream, my man. Thank you so much for being around. I appreciate you as always, and thank you. Welcome to the mod team, Warzite. I'm sure that we're gonna have plenty of good things to say about you in your peer review come the next quarter. Yeah, 110 weapons, 29.5% completion on weapon collecting so far. Gets me kind of going. I don't know if it was the new when's payday? Whenever you get 10% of whatever I get, okay?
Hi man, what you want?
Um,
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
So, and that's a thing. That's something that that I would love to do. If the stream ever popped off, and this is a more serious note, perhaps, Pirate Software has a great philosophy on mod team and anybody who works for the betterment of the stream. They get paid. And so, if I were to ever make some money, I would 100% be on the side of paying a mod team to like regulate things, because you know there's a lot of work that goes there that you then as a streamer don't have to worry about. I think it's noble, and I think quite frankly should be the norm for lots of streamers. Does that mean it complicates things a little bit? Yeah. Like his moderators are like full-time employees. They get benefits and shit. So I'm not saying to go that crazy. But you know, if you're staying in the stream for like the 3 hours that Warzone usually does, why not get 3 hours worth of pay? You know? Now is it is it minimum wage? Maybe. Unless I'm making like, I don't know, 1,000 a month. Who says no? Who says no to a little bit of money? Survivor? I'm a survivor. I am. Hold on. I am an. Imagine my dragon. When? Get what I'm saying? Man, I am. The more ticks, I find lists very, very satisfying. And you can always keep up with my current progression on the VODs that I post on YouTube. There's a link over there. Maybe this weekend I'll set up a link over here on Twitch as well. I swear I'm not trying to drive people off the platform. It's simply the only place you can get the information at right now. I'm enjoying it. It's been a bit of a journey, and I can't wait to get some targeted farming going. Which is probably going to be something that I have as soon as I start my second character. I think whenever I put Vroland on, I think we're gonna have that mod be present there, and targeted farming is a pretty sick concept. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Makes you excited to kill a boss over and over again, kind of like what I'm doing with the chopper now. It's it gets you in a trance. It's almost meditative in a way, right? Now it's usually more meditative whenever maybe you're watching a little bit of something, but maybe I am that something, you know? Maybe someone out there who is watching right now is also farming the chopper, and it's like we're holding hands, and our lives are getting better for it. We're getting a little bit of oxytocin flowing through the body. We're getting a little bit of glycogen from the nice breakfast we've had. Yes, you've had breakfast today, you son of a bitch. You keeping yourself nutritioned? Have you hydrated recently? That's right. That's right. I'm your daddy now. I'm making sure that you're okay. Are you okay? Do you need to talk? You matter. Are you crying yet? From all of the emotional like support I'm giving? I feel like I'm a little slow on the save reload, but it's most little bit of crying. I'm glad. That makes me. I mean, I sympathize. Fuck. Hold on. A little bit of crying. Okay. That makes me happy that you're showing your emotions in a safe space. I'm glad that you find this place safe. We're safe. That's a roadman slang, right? Safe. We can be safe in several ways. You can put it on a wall. Is this anything? Are we going somewhere with this? Shit. Got my eyes squinting a little bit, not in a bad way. Kind of looking at the sun way, if anything. Oh, it's we're all a little fucked up, aren't we? I think that makes us, you know, people even so it's confirmed Bloodwing is gender fluid, gender non-conforming, because in 1 Mordecai says good boy, in 2 before Handsome Jack kills her he says good girl. The wiki says halfway through life breed changes genders. Let's go. Bloodwing, you know what? We support Bloodwing these days, and Bloodwing is a big, you know what? If Bloodwing is this good at killing enemies, fucking call me an ally, brother, because I be using the shit out of them, them. And I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. That is not the chopper, good sir. Goodbye. That's a wonderful little piece of trivia. I like the, I find it, again, right, like, haters gonna hate. That's something that I thought was very interesting. Like, back in League of Legends days, right, and not to trigger any, like, withdrawal response from any gamers out there. Back in the League days, we had, like, these almanacs that would be posted as part of the launcher. That would have, like, you know, cutouts and prints of what was going on in the world of the League of Legends. I think it's Runeterra or something. That's the planet slash mega continent. And so there will always be tidbits about characters. So I've always found that interesting, like, as a basis point, right? Just like a form of lore that isn't necessarily in the game. Not so much augmented reality, but just having that source of going. Stream is stuttering something fierce for me. Anyone else having issues with it stuttering too, please let me know if that is a global issue or not. Meanwhile, I guess I'll continue. It could be. Many people are saying that my not me seems fine currently. Sick. Okay. Then Auburn, internet diff. You gotta text Verizon personally / your local ISP. ISP? Internet, yeah, your local ISP, and you gotta tell them, brother, I'm trying to get my daily fucking share of soulful commentary. Y'all need to step up your game. And you know, if you need to direct them to my email and get my people to get in contact with their people, I'll make sure to whip the right people into shape. Regardless, I always like that extra tidbit of information on characters and having lore somewhere else that you can learn more about characters. So whenever Apex did a lot of that, and I know some gamers out there were not happy with finding out that their favorite character was non-binary. But it's like, why do you care? You know, even like, there's just nothing to be. It's such a nothing burger to be mad about that kind of stuff. And I know I've been going on this rant this entire session, right? That was the whole crux of the first 30 minutes was going in on people that are a little bit ignorant. But I find that so cool to have more information about the characters just available for people to find out if they care, because it's all ones and zeros, man. It's all just like the gun that you're wearing isn't even attached to your character. Now, is it if you look at someone else's perspective and you have a 3D model? Potentially. But in reality, you know, whenever you're looking, like, none of this shit is real, man. None of this shit is real. This is all made up. Okay? This floor, this it's a texture. Someone drew this in paint. Like, look at this shit. Look, you can see the pixels. This shit ain't real, man. What's the problem in adding a little bit of sauce to it? Bringing a little bit of, you know, it's a step in the right direction. Now, did I have an essay in university criticizing J.K. Rowling for trying to do a lot of changes? A little bit. I kind of went in on the fact, the theory was, if you ever heard the death of the author, which means that, you know, as soon as an author or a writer, and this is like a is it a post-modernist thing? I don't know. I need to brush up on a little bit of my collegial knowledge there. But it's this idea that, you know, in this day and age, whenever an author puts something out there, and you know what? I believe there is some foundation with Plato, with that type of thinking. Allegory at the cave, you know, what's real, what isn't, what's a facsimile of what. You know, we do some philosophy out here. The idea that once an author puts something out, they no longer have 100% ownership of it. Now, I'm not talking legal matters. I'm not talking, look, okay? Life goes beyond the fucking minutia in a contract, okay? We're talking about human experience. We're talking about like emotions and brain development. We getting a little bit deeper than that. And so whenever the author dies, whenever they put something out there, it's simply that now whatever other people think is canon isn't necessarily wrong. And so my argument was that by her doing all of these retcons, and I wasn't arguing for the morality behind it. I wasn't arguing for, why she's adding more people of different ethnicities, people of different races, people of different religions. Oh yeah, Hogwarts had like a whole section of people that were all Jewish, right? I think that was one of the tweets that I referenced in the essay. It was more arguing that by making those changes now, when it's politically correct or okay to do so, and even perhaps encouraged in terms of monetizing the content, right? So there's like some soul corrupting going on there in terms of, it's not necessarily legitimate, and, with the transphobic stuff that she's gone around doing, kind of serves to prove that point a little bit. But again, it wasn't the point of the essay. It was more to say that, it's really not like it doesn't fully represent the climate at the time, right? The fact that if you did put that stuff out there at the time of writing, then people would have, there would have been some like, ew, some gay stuff in my book, right? Like, people would have been mad. And so I think it's a little bit of a disservice. Now, is it bad to include people after the fact? Yes and no. It's not bad at its moral, weights. It's bad in terms of like, you're only doing it now because it's okay to do so. And you didn't do it before because you were chasing the bread. And there's a degree of it just not being transparent enough, right? It's just trying to come up as to be something that, oh yeah, it's always been the case. No, it hasn't. Otherwise, you would have put it in the original fucking writing, correct? And so there's a sense of lack of truth there. I think that is why some people, not everybody, were a little upset, and so that was a little bit of my argument. And so all of these qualms that people have these days over what is being written or what isn't, and even the fact, like, let's get super like critical, right? Let's pull the veil. Even like I've already shown you the machine that I'm writing on in the Palace of Oz, and now I am stripping away the fucking panels to show you the circuitry inside. Okay, people like movements, social movements happening, and then people getting either mad or supportive about it. It's nothing fucking new. Okay, fucking. Look at every revolution that's ever existed, Look at the French back in the day whenever they were not as bad. Objectively. I mean, not objectively. I love the guys over there. Slash not. Racism, get it twisted. Racism is okay so long as you target specific people that everybody hates. Wait, no, hold on. Let's backtrack on that again. Maybe it's not okay in the slightest. Fuck. But whenever you get these people getting mad about any change that's happening, look, we can all get mad about it. We can all be, mad at the people who are mad about the people who are mad about the people. But it's just progress, There's nothing new. There's nothing to be garnered from it other than, yeah, we're evolving or we're changing as a society. And it's about, like, fighting for your right to say whatever you want to say in terms of, being yourself and being able to express yourself without prejudice. Now, does it get a little, is it not necessarily black and white? Yeah, absolutely. Like, people are crazy for all sorts of reasons, right? You could always found, it's like myths, right? Let's think let's take it away from the individual. Let's stop getting mad at the one person that you have in your head, and let's take it back a step further, right? We're getting so there's a lot of think tank shit going on. Okay, that's the type of shit we do whenever we're farming a guy with a turret for a head. All right, we are We are a serious stream. We only talk about topics that that enrich the soul and that bring controversy, because controversy is free media, right? Whenever you peel it back, look at myths, right? Myths, there's always what they say, like a nugget of truth to them, or at least something that is genuine to the author or the creator of the myth, right? You think about mermaids, and you think about selkies, and you're thinking about, you know, like these beings in the water that seem so captivating that would cause guys to fall overboard, right? Now, if you think realistically, what was probably happening is maybe they were getting a little too drunk, there was a little bit of mutiny going on, maybe the whole crew wanted to kill a guy, and they were like, oh yeah, a mermaid took him. Yeah, write that, Mr. Bard. And so there's always like a notorious, like, but there's a nugget of truth, right? The guy did die, or he did fall into the water, but the reasoning might be, you know, the thing that got him killed maybe was like finding out that another guy cheated on, like, his wife cheated on him with them or something like that, and then he was like, oh fuck, you fucked my wife, you motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you by throwing you in the ocean and slitting your wrists. So there's a nugget of truth in that, right, in myth. And so whenever you look at anybody arguing for anything, there's always something in their life that caused them to be that way, whether that is unable to escape the conditions in which they were living in originally, and unable to see that them as individuals should be growing outside of that, and regardless of that, you know. And does that happen with literally everybody? Yeah, it does. There's no, you can't look. Let's get look. You're looking at me in the eye. You're looking at the camera. You're looking at the at where it says T-bone and junction at the same time, because it's a boner junction. We're all fucked up, okay? we're all sort of in this together, right? We're all trying to unravel the wonders of the human psyche at the same time. Now, do only 15% of people really know what that is, realistically, according to studies provided by one study? Yeah. There's not a lot of people that realize what's going on. But for the few of us who do, for the few of us with a little bit of capacity to peer beyond the veil, we can see it. And I think that's the kind of 1% that we need. The knowledge 1%. Right? Are we there yet? Motorhead, you need to get me out of this fucking hellhole, brother. I need other NPCs to go see and do. This is starting to drive me a little insane mode. Like, just this farm alone, getting me a little, you know, my dingaling is just flopping, and it's not going anywhere. There's no half chop to be had. Simply because you're not dropping my chopper. Now, because I asked so nicely, will you drop it now? I think so. I think I'm feeling it, Mr. Crab. Like, look at this. I kill you with my gun, shooting you several times, giving you 15%. Oh, that's a pounder. That's kind of close to a chopper. There's an ER suffix. Making it so it's a doer instead of a don't. It was a noun and now is a like modifier. I don't look. Don't get me started on grammar, okay? And I think I talked about this while away. School is such a scam, and not in the fact that it teaches you things, right? Like, don't get it twisted. And teachers, like, some of them are okay. Some of them are just doing a job. Some of them really are like many other people who do jobs and just don't give a shit and just want to get it done. Should those people be teachers necessarily? Probably not. But school is fucked up, right? So you in high school or whatever, you're giving all of these rules. You're told that your teachers are God, and if you do anything against them, God will smite you. They'll take your phone away for a whole fucking semester until end of term, right? And it's insane. They will And anything that you say and use against them will be said and used against you in the court of school, which just means there's a big old ruler behind the closet, and whenever parents aren't watching, your hands are turning purple, and suddenly you're falling on the playground. That's besides the point. So yeah, in high school you're treated as a little soldier, right? And for some people it's not wholly justified, but definitely they are little shits that just want to get in trouble. But for other people, it's kind of just bullshit, where whenever you go to university, and I guess this kind of depends on where you go, like I don't know how things are at Harvard, USLA, but at least where I went to university, things were so much more casual, things were so much more chill, and it was so much, as a result for me, not having that social pressure of authority figures made it so much easier for me. Thankfully I had the pleasure and the opportunity to pick a topic I had some interest in. And so I think that automatically, like, you do anything that you like, you get a boost. You get a plus, I would say 20 to 50% bonus to your productivity. And you can check your stats for that if you go into like menu options, character, academic status, and then like it's under one of those folders. You can gauge your proficiency / efficiency at the topic of your choosing. And brother, like, I went to study abroad, so I had to go through like several language learning tests to prove that I could study at that university. Whenever I got there, people, the first semester was essentially learning all this shit that I already have to have fucking in my mind's eye. Right? That shit, that drew, and there were people there who spoke the original language that were like, I don't know what this is. And I was like, are you fucking with me? I had to go through so many fucking hoops. You had me out here going to a place and waiting 8 hours to be interviewed, and then going to another place to get a visa to be able to go there, and I had to go like, and I'm saying I, but it's a royal I, okay? There were dozens of international students, okay? There were dozens of us, and we were ready to storm the Capitol building, all right? And we had to fucking get all of that shit in our heads before we stepped foot inside the damn country. Meanwhile, these fuckers that have been living here their whole lives don't know the basics!
Another trophy for my wall.
And they're learning it in university, and it's entirely okay? Now, was it nice to have a refresher? A little bit, but it was like very fresh in my mind already. So like it was kind of like taking something from the fridge and putting it in the freezer, quite frankly. Maybe the other way around, but I think both of them work. So the first semester was just like, fuck me. So like you get this foundation anyways. But okay, I see how it is. Some people are privileged to be born in the country that they live in. Okay. Now is that something that I'm salty about? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. But that's just all to say, like, school is a bit of a scam, but don't get it twisted. Go to school. It's still important. There's several aspects of school that are important that are mainly overlooked, okay? One part of it that you might not think is part of school, but it really is the social aspect, okay? The people you talk to every day, the reason why you learn not to call everybody a fuckhead because, you either get told on to the teacher or you suffer some more barbaric repercussions, such as getting a wedgie. Look, that's there to mold you. Now, am I necessarily saying it because I had to go through that stuff? No, I never got bullied. And so, but does that also mean that there's a levity to it that I'm not grasping? No, I know that school is fucked up and it's a hell, especially high school, and especially depending on the type of person that you are, and getting ostracized is not a good feeling to have, okay? Now, do I know about that a lot? No, because I liked living in the oyster, okay? I was freely living in the barrel of the school, like pissing on people that would come near me saying, am I not a dog? Are you not calling me a dog? And now you're surprised that I'm pissing on your leg? Okay, like I was a loner. But not necessarily, and by choice, right? I didn't have to worry about it too much because I had friends elsewhere and I didn't need the school for shit other than learning a little bit. But there are things that you learn. You know, you learn to, you know, deal with your ADHD by, you know, being forced to sit in a room for 90 minutes, dying of boredom. It builds a certain muscle in your head that that you might not appreciate at the time, and it's certainly perhaps the worst part of your life up until that point. But it pays dividends a little bit later. Now, might it be so much later that you don't really see the worth in it? Yeah. Yeah. Now, whenever there's subjects, dude, just look, focus on the one thing that you like. Right? If you're a maths head, if you're cracked like that, you know, go all in on maths. Go do a little bit of chemistry and physics as well. They have a lot of maths going for them. And then the rest, like, just try to get a passing grade. Like, just like behave. If you behave, that's already like 20% of your grade up, right? Depending. I'm not trying to provide a Dr. Seuss universal equivalence here, okay? I'm not trying to make one size that fits all. I'm simply trying to say that there is a little bit of a way to not necessarily cheat the system, but work it towards your own benefaction, okay? Now, is my demographic going to be needing this advice? No. But I'm hoping that we're all nodding together to some of the things that I'm saying. Like, yeah, if I was a kid, I would have heard a little bit of that. Now, does that mean you will imbibe it and take it forward? Nah, not necessarily. Look, okay, there's a reason why lecturing doesn't particularly work at that age. Was it fun in university? Yeah, I was enjoying what the lecturers were talking about, and they were fun to hang with. And again, it was such a lax environment that you kind of didn't feel any threat from them. In fact, you felt that they could be, you know, persuaded much more easily than high school teachers. Maybe because university professors are actually good in their field, rather than just picking something up for the sake of earning a couple of bucks and being underpaid and having to deal with. Hold on. Oh, I thought that was the barrel. I thought this was gonna be it, man. I thought the blood was a barrel, but the barrel wasn't blood. Fuck me, man. Hold on, let me get the picture of the chopper up again. It's this red. It's kind of like the shit that I'm holding now. It's kind of like this. It's in fact very similar to this, but it's red. Has a slightly longer barrel. But yeah, just imagine this with red and maybe a little bit of like a dark red. I know that's like a concept hard to grasp. It kind of looks like the Destroyer. A little lighter red than this, okay? That's what we're looking for. And when I get it, I'm gonna cry. I might even, like, you know, shitted and farted. Sorry, that was so crude. After the lovely conversation we've been having, to drop a poop nugget of wisdom is, Maybe it's something that we need. Maybe it's something that right now seems out of place, but in the future, when we look back, it was a perfectly placed toilet humor amongst a deluge of hard-hitting topics that really make your brain work. I was a dumbass as a kid, and I'm sure many people were. I was kind of a clown as well, personally, not publicly. These videos that are on YouTube now, not my first rodeo, okay? As a ripe teen or tween or whatever, I was doing a little bit of content creation. Was I on Omegle dressed as dumb shit, doing the Awimbawe song? Perhaps, yeah. Was I seeing some dicks while doing it? Unfortunately, yeah. Was it really fucked up? Yeah, but since I had one, I was like, yeah, just another one to add to the fucking picture book, I guess. But I was a bit of a clown. I had my top bits were Russian. Just a Russian guy living in a cold place. I was wearing like 5 layers in 20-degree weather, and making some cool bits about how the wall was frozen enough that a knife made out of ice could shatter it. I was working on some of my best material back then. Many people are saying this, and
Another trophy from my wall.
nope. I also had a bit where I was drinking energy drink out of a glass and calling myself a sir for doing so. It was, again, it was hotly contested. Some of the best material out there on YouTube at the time. Was my most viewed video a early episode of Telltale Walking Dead? Yeah. Did it reach 1,000 views? Yes. Did it reach 2,000? Not quite. But for a guy like me, that was like, oh wow, people are really enjoying my content. No, they weren't. They were. I was just the one who uploaded first. That's the kind of flag. That's the kind of momentum you could build back in the day by just being first to something. I'm sure even now, if I started streaming Deadlock maybe 2 months ago, right before it got leaked, you know, a little something would have been felt, a little ripple would have been gone through the space. Now, would my amazing personality keep those people coming? Probably not. There's also a sense of familiarity, right? At this point, because, I mean, I know that there's new content creators every day, right? Like, the most recent in my mind are like Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed, right? But it's, you know, it's hard. If I'm not lying to myself, the newest person for me is still like Markiplier, right? And he's been in this shit like 10 years, right? Like, he's been around a long ass time. So, it's whenever you have that level of, I'm not gonna say familiarity because it's a little bit parasocial to do so, but that level of maybe comfort with someone, at that point you don't really care much about what they're doing, especially whenever. Yes! Roar, roar, roar! The chopper, baby! Let's go! Oh, that is all the uniques, I believe, gathered and dusted in this damn video game. Let me confirm. Hold on. We'll go back to that lovely little aside about Markiplier. That is Chopper gotten 29.8% completion, and that is every single purple unique with a red text collected. Other than the legendaries and the not Iridian, the cyan quality, pearlescence perhaps. There are only 3 weapons left to be gotten in the blue realm and Iridian realm. So we need a fireball. Let's see where we get the fireball from. Fireball, Borderlands 1. Iridian fireball? Oh shit. It's an Iridian weapon that's blue. Who drops this? Is there any drops? Is it a... Oh shit. The Secret Armory of General Knox. Can I see? Here we go. Variants, parts. Here we go. Bonus tips. Who do I... The sources. Sources below are generally ranked. Locate the source. Who is the source, brother? Who is the source? The Nox Iridian pool. It's just a loot pool? Fuck. It just has a chance of dropping out in the world. Okay. We can't target that one, so that's why it's worth so many points in the little sheet here. And then I imagine the spatter gun and the splat gun are also... Yeah, I mean, they look to be just world drops. So we'll let those simmer. There's a chance that we get them naturally. So you know what we're gonna do? You B-word. Let's, first of all, let's do a little update on achievement grind. So, look at this, look at this. Oh, we got the 5 3D glasses. Let's go. I didn't even see it. All right. So these are the 3 achievements we have acquired. Not today. There's a couple more in the today section. We killed some people. But yes, the 3D glasses is a great get. Let's go and see the other collections that we need to do. Unfortunately, there is no tracking to how far you are in. So it's simply a case of you hoping that you've gotten it already. I know I've gotten enough fish in a bag. I don't remember seeing any panties nor pizzas. in my extremely speedy unlock spree. 15 claptrap bobbleheads. Don't remember seeing any either. Oil cans, I believe we're at like 4 maybe 5. Definitely 2. Oh, 6 claptrap statues. You know what? Let's do tourists real quick before we leave. And then I think we can start our second playthrough to go see if we can do a little bit of... Oh, hold on. What's the achievement name again? Tourists. Tourist achievements. Turn off the achievement layer. Tourist achievement. Borderlands. Thank you, true achievements. Okay, you know what? Let's not open a map yet. Let's follow these directions in vivo as they are explained through text. Let's see if we can easily find all of them simply by looking at words. I know this is difficult for a lot of people, me included, and so bear with me. So let's read it out loud so we all know what we're talking about. In Hyperion Dump, so guess what? This is in the Tartar Station, baby. In the Hyperion Dump, against the wall to the left as you enter. Alright. And I need to know the name of these other places too. There's one in Sanders Gorge. Wayward Pass. Scorched Snake. Is this Sanders? This is Sanders Gorge. Okay. So first, Hyperion Dump. It's this bad boy right here. So let's get that achievement. And then we'll move on to playthrough number 2 if we have time today. I believe we should. I definitely believe we should. We're also going to take this achievement hunting time to get a couple more parts. I know, folks. I know it's rough.
There, good friend.
But you know what as well? Since we're going to be doing a completionist run with Lilith by reading all the quests and therefore doing all of these stupid quests, I might leave the farming of the final crazy achievements to her. Plus, then we get to empower women, which always a good thing. We want a okay. Oh, it's right here. Hello. Give us open ports for remote access, or give us death. Based? They were wait. They were Apple roasting even back then. They were saying to Apple to fucking universalize their charging ports. Fucking crazy. In Tartar Station, the winding path that leads to Wayward Pass, but that's like a long way. This might be it right here, this little square. Let's follow the one by one. Is it necessarily the most optimized? It's not. Do I have a problem with that? I might. Can I jump from here? I can't. Okay, fuck it. So let's go over to the gorge now. Let's go get the second one. And here's what we're looking for, folks. In Sanders Gorge, it's right at the start of the main path. Pretty hard to miss. Now we'll be putting that to the fucking test, won't we? Just don't forget to click on your screen the second you see it. That way you will let me know, me, Dora, where the statue is. Your help is much needed. Now, if I stop talking and if the motion picture stops moving once you click on the screen, I'm gonna need you to click right back. And if it gets really big, don't be frightened. That is simply how computers are made to work. They're made to make you feel scared. Okay, so it's nothing new. Now, can I jump up here? Oh, is this a little shortcut? It's a shame that there's no shortcuts in this game. I really wish that they would add those in, you know? Gets rough out here doing a little bit of analog walking. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I can't fucking... Gravity is kind of fucked up. I don't know why they invented it. What was it, Isaac Newton? I think that, you know, before the 1600s, whenever he discovered that shit, like doing some big leaps on Earth must have been really fun. It kind of makes you think about how hard sieges were, with people flying over the walls and shit like that. And then whenever it was like 8 meters per second falling speed, I don't think we needed that in the slightest, man. I think we were kind of chilling. And it's sort of a disservice for us as a people. Oh, look, it's right here. Who would have thought? What witty commentary does this have about the technology system? See how our enemies crumble beneath the wheel of the claptrap revolution. Okay, well, not all of us have winning award-winning arguments. And then we want to go to dividing faults. Dividing faults. Scorched snake. Wait, hold on. Scorched snake. Me when I next morning after I have had Indian food. You get it. A little bit of scorched snakes, hot snakes. That's I was gonna say an Andy Warhol meme. It's definitely not an Andy Warhol meme. It's just an Andy from Parks and Rec meme. At least the hot snakes part, the scorched snakes, was a little bit of an ad-lib from me. What can I say? I'm primed to make jokes, people. They're calling me one of the joke tellers of all time, and nobody can. I don't think anybody can argue with that fact. There are many jokes that I have made over my career as a human being. So you better watch out. Okay? You better put some respect in my name. I am the Danger Skyler. And I know we've gone through this mountain many times before. We've rode this path. We've gone onto our BMX and rode up the narrow dirt path up to the top of the mountain where you can jump off of a parachute in GTA 5. But Skylar was kind of like in her right to be pissed all the time, wasn't she? Like everybody was calling her a bitch and stuff, and you know, fuck you, Skylar. But I'm gonna say it. Walter was a little unhinged. You know, I know he's an old white man, so that's like you know, a dwindling amount of the populace, possibly even a minority these days. And so I know it may be a little wrong to say, oh, hello, you're right here. Where does you enter and go down the stairs? So true. He who controls the means of production controls the government, and that power belongs in the hands of the proletariat trap. Ah, a little bit of history for your history nerds. You guys know who the Visigoths were? They, you know? Scorched snake. We're going, okay. Me when I eat spicy food the night before. And also drink a whole bottle of laxative the morning after. Bro. It makes itself, right? It writes itself. Oh. It's dawning on me now as well that I forgot to write to my friend that lovely message about leaving the server open. So we'll hope, folks, we hope that it's happened naturally without our intervention. But one can simply, you know, exist within the confines of hope, because hope is the last thing left on Pandora's box, and some of us hold onto that box dearly. And every now and then we open the box, we look inside it, and we say, "Oh yeah, it's still there. It's still there. Let's." No, don't leave it out yet. It's good to know that it exists, but don't give it a lot of power by letting it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the strongest wills are forged in the hottest fires. Right? Is that a Mordor quote? Did a Magneto say that? People in the Marvel universe are kind of crazy. You ever see the post about? Hold on. Corner to your left as soon as you walk in. Ah, right here, perhaps. Hello. People in the Marvel universe are a little fucked up. They see Spider-Man. They ask him how he got his powers. And he says, I got bit by a radioactive spider. And they're like, oh my god, Spider-Man, have my babies. MJ, are you guys dating? Then they'll look at a mutant and they'll ask, yo, what's up with you? And they'll say, oh man, I was kind of born this way. They're like, fuck you! And then it's time to set them on fire and prosecute them. Allegory, metaphor, a little bit of Drax coded. You know what I'm saying? It's art imitates life, and life imitates art. People, friends, are we friends yet? I don't think so. I'm kind of standing on my soapbox right now, so I think we're peers at the very least, or at most. But you know, we're perhaps work friends. Where I would say, you know, if I was on the phone and I was hanging out with you guys, I would say, yeah, I'm with my work friends right now. And then if Warzite was also there, I would also say, and my real friend Warzite is here. Oh, I know many references. Okay, that's kind of what we're made out of. You know, stardust and references. I think every movie that gets ethered into the human psyche makes its way back via references. You just say something. No, I don't want to pick shit up, man. Wake up, sheeple! He doesn't want you in his inventory. Get out of here! I see a claptrap statue. And then in Wayward Pass as well. So we slurp this up. The rallying call of liberation, error 404, file not found. They're based, man. What can you say? All freedom fighters are always in the right, and any method that they use to acquire what they desire is entirely justified within their own means. Now let's hold on to that thought for like half a second. Along the path on the right. Ah, okay. Boom. Fuck you. Sorry, I've saved your ears, but I'm still getting blinded in my ears. After, as you exit the arena with Knockstrap. Yeah, as you exit the arena with Knockstrap. So let's see if we can get the tourist. We care not for your mortal coil, Mr. Skag. Oh, hold. I don't particularly care about, hold. A second. Give me a sec. There we go. Brain has, dude, I could see the throbber, which that's what it's called, by the way, the little loading wheel. I could see the throbber rotating in my brain, getting me the result of, look, you did no animation, I stopped you, okay? I don't need scavenger for this guy, I don't think. I may come to regret my words and my deeds. Okay, alright. I'm low HP. Oh. And then we throw a couple grenades out. Ooh, hello. I think I'm a fan. Pizza. All right, that was exciting to see for the first time.
Okay.
Oil can.
There it goes.
Hold. Nothing else that's exciting. Nothing else that's exciting. But seeing a pizza in an oil can is not bad at all, people. So right here, along the path on the right. Yes, you guys see that? Do you see the monolith? You see what we pray to every waking hour of every waking day? Let's go. I'm a tourist, baby. Hold on. I need a... There you go. You saw it momentarily. I need to get a... another... Dude, being a streamer is just all about setting up hotkeys, huh? I'm beginning to see. Is that why they get that fancy $500 thing that goes on your desktop with like the shiny buttons that you can put images on? 'Cause I'm beginning to see the appeal of it. Do I bother wanting to go to the rest of this? I don't believe I fucking do, bro. I don't think I know. I think we are second playthrough coded on Mordecai at this current hour of this current day. So I think that's what we're about to do. Let's look at one final pass. One final pass. Claptrap bobbleheads. Let me see if those are caught at a specific area as well, because as we've seen, pizzas can be caught anywhere, people. Claptrap bobbleheads. Any of the claptraps destroyed in the downloadable content. All right, well. No, we say to that. Oh, also, by the way, for those of you that are more astute, you'll be noticing that I'm not going to the Underdome. There's no point, I don't think. You can potentially only get the achievement at max level anyway. I'll have to look into that. So, yeah, we don't particularly care about honoring that that side of the argument. So start me, and now I no longer have to switch playthroughs. Let's go. And I've already done a little bit of this the other day, so we could fast travel anywhere we wanted. So we're already ahead. Okay, we've always been 2 steps ahead. Nico Cado Avocado ass looking guy. Fixer upper, we're here. Oh, and we have a masher. We're already like 10 levels above or 20 levels above any enemy that comes into contact with us. We have max money. We have several legendaries at our disposal. We have reds at our disposal. We're fucking cruising. Now this, I don't care about the, potentially just reaching the end of the story. I don't know if there's a playthrough number 3 to get to level 61. My heart hopes it's not. So we've done all the quests already. Until we go to Lilith again, we're probably not going to be doing all the quests again. So if you're wanting that type of content, you can sit on your ass and wait.
Hey there, stranger.
We're mashing and we're loving every fucking nanosecond of it. What's up? Do you need me to purchase a shield, you piece of shit? Guess what? Bam. And then straight away, boom. Sorry. Yeah, we're noping the scavenger. Do we want to nope the scavenger? Now that I think about it, Bloodwood is already going to be doing massive amounts of damage because he's a Chad. You can go. Can't sell locked items? Well, aren't you a joker? You know what? I think we will have scavenger, and we'll put the hunter on the back burner for the first time in history, folks. Because I think this will help us with getting some universal drops.
Thanks for the help. I
Right?
keep the message
If we're paying
People
attention.
don't yet trust you. If you're
People
going
don't
to
yet
ever
trust me.
find the
Well, I
vault,
don't yet trust
you'll
you.
need the aid of
Okay.
the people.
We're not the
Helping
same.
Dr. Zed with his 9-toes problem is a good move.
Look, okay. You don't need to lecture me. The vehicle station doesn't seem to be online yet, so but nothing hurts us from seeing it. Okay, yeah. So we're back in analog days, okay? This is it's been a while. It's been 23, 24 hours since we've been back here. But we're still okay. Well, the same problems begin again where these guys move and it's unfair. So we just get Bloodwing to do the brunt of the work, and this time they can do everything, baby.
That's my boy.
Sick. Ah, not having to lift a finger. I'm, like I said, I am a bit of a passenger princess, and if I'm a passenger princess to a bird, I think I've done well in life to deserve such a fate, quite frankly.
You need something?
Doctor? You're blinding me with your 9 toes?
That'll do for now.
Yep. Any quests over here? Still seems that you're offline. And thankfully, with TK Baja, nothing bad happens to him. Especially if we don't reach that point in the story. So. And you ever think about how much power you have as a protagonist in video games, especially games where you have several quests, where if you take certain like quests in certain games, you prevent that